Hey guys, I'm Mr. Foot, and this is my clapped out club cab, better known as Abominable. We just did the 440 swap. This truck has the NP 435 4-speed in it. So I've had some people ask me, what do you do to make that swap happen? First of all, you are going to need the bell housing. I've got pictures of that in some of the other previous build videos. That's going to be the hardest part. Those are pretty hard to come by. I paid $600 for mine from Brewer's Performance about 3 years ago when I first got this truck, and now they've gone up to almost $1,000 on their website. Otherwise, you're going to have to go junkyard crawling and try to find one. The other thing you're going to need is a set of 440 Source engine mounts. I recommend buying them from 440 Source. You can also get them from Mancini Racing, but the Mancini ones are almost $100 more. But be careful when you order the 440 Source engine swap brackets, and then you order the mounts. The mounts are sold individually. I unfortunately just ordered the brackets and one mount, so I wound up having to use one of my factory 318 mounts. So your factory 318 engine mounts, the rubber biscuits, will work if yours are in good shape. Next, there's absolutely no way that a 440 is going to fit in with the larger style brake booster, so we had to take that out just to get the 440 in here. I ordered this kit from eBay and it was $168, and it's for any car and truck from like 1968 to like 1977. We had to modify the holes where it goes in through the firewall, and then also the push rod is the part that goes into the brake pedal is about an inch shorter, so that would make my pedal an inch shallower than my clutch. So we're going to have to modify that so that the pedal's in the correct position. Also, this is the 2-bolt version master cylinder. We were hoping to get by with the factory one without having to bleed any brakes until we decided to go around and do the brakes. But this is 4 bolts and that's 2 bolts, so that wasn't going to work. So we're finally getting some things tidied up here, getting some different parts cosmetically put back on. Like I said, these are going to help direct air through my radiator since we're not going to run a shroud with a larger style clutch fan. Jeff made a makeshift throttle bracket for us that's going to need just a little bit more tweaking, but we're going to be able to get the truck up and running. And then it's still a mess in here, but we do have a set of gauges and a new tack. So we set the timer. Time to start up the truck.
All right, jump in there and start it. Not a lot of gas, just a little bit, and just hit the key. Try it again.
bunch of junk ass wires. Don't buy cheap Chinese shit, because they weren't even touching and they cooked. I don't know where the other ones were. Oh, they're all laying in there somewhere. But anyways, charging system, we had a problem with one wire. The red wire off the alternator came out. For some reason it cooked. So I cut it out now, so it's disconnected. I'll just run one across. We'll run it, make sure everything works the way it's supposed to. And then I'll wire it back in the way it's supposed to. I don't know, maybe it was just a bad wire. Maybe the alternator's pushing out too much. I don't know. Still not quite timed all the way. I think it was running at 2,000 RPMs. I got it at like 24 degrees advanced. So obviously I gotta go in and time it right.